Welcome back, YouTube, man, and we got a good one today, man. I want to make a video on Stephen and them, and I still might. You never know. But for right now, I wanted to focus on somebody else, man. Somebody actually I really like. Somebody I really like as a player. I think they're good. I just think they're going through a slump right now, man. So we got to get to it, man. Paolo Banchero, man. We got to talk about him, man, because it hasn't been good for him. So I want us to kind of watch and break down. Well, I mean, he might be the most overrated player in the world right now. I hate to say this, but he might. So let's just get into it. Let's see what they got to say.
From the Sixers play-in win over the Orlando Magic.
I don't know what game y'all was watching, man. I don't know what game y'all was watching, man. I was trying to see what type of commercial they was gonna have at this. This one just came on. This is like free.
But this game?
Yeah, it was. Like, who y'all think was gonna be?
You didn't think Orlando had a chance?
No.
They had like a.
Yeah, I didn't pick yesterday. They haven't had a chance. They haven't had a chance since their Cleveland series 2 years ago.
They had a colon cleanse commercial too, but
Yeah, I know. I seen it.
Nothing wrong with getting your colon cleansed.
Like it's
that's what
just.
he did for his opinion.
You thought Orlando had a chance with Paolo?
He picked Orlando. He said.
I really did. I'm so disappointed in Pablo and Wagner. Like they took a step back for me this year.
Yeah, you know he's one of the worst shooters in the NBA.
Paolo Banchero.
Outside the paint.
Who?
Paolo.
No, man.
Okay.
He was on his trajectory to be like one of these Cades and
Go look it up.
Ant-Mans, and he took a step back this year to me.
Just because you get picked number one, don't.
Let's see what the stats looking like this year. Let's just check it out. All right, so 22 a game, 5 assists, good rebounding there. Total rebounds, you got 8.4. It's not terrible. Free throw about 78, ain't terrible. 50% from 2, 30% from 3. That's bad. That's really bad. For 4 attempts, yeah, that's pretty bad. He hasn't played well for me. I don't know if it's spacing, but he definitely has that Ben Simmons where I'm kind of scared to shoot the ball, and I've noticed that from recently. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't. I get people have their slumps. I don't know if this is the team construction. But you got Suggs, you got Wagner, you got Bane, you got people that can stretch the floor around you. I don't get why it's so like always. I don't know. I just always feel like the lane is just jumbled up, and they're at a point where I was talking Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, how I'll never break those people up, but they complement each other better because they both can space the floor, and at least obviously they were bad with getting their own shots at first, but now I feel like they really mastered that a little bit. When I watch him and Wagner together, it just doesn't look good. It's like they're stepping on each other's toes. That maybe they could, just switch teams. Maybe a better fit for a better player would just help that team. I don't know that player for them though. Now, I like Suggs also, but when you have a player like Paolo, you could get him easier shots. I don't feel like Suggs gets him easier shots. I think if he had more of a pass, honestly a point guard that's like an architect out there, like a second coach that can really get him easier shots, that would help. So I think they have the same problem that Houston has, where it just doesn't make sense with certain fits, and not having that point guard that can get you in those spots, it's just messing his game up. So let's just see what they say.
But he been averaging 20 each
I understand that.
I know, and he's one of the worst shooters
But
in
he's
the NBA
been
outside
balling,
the
though.
paint.
Like Orlando,
He's solid.
Orlando to the playoffs 2 years.
So let me ask you this. So I got a better question for you, Nick. Is he a number one though? Like solid NBA player. Is he a number one?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I think so. I would.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't.
But I think they
he needs
struggle
some.
with
He a better number one than Jaylen Brown?
Him and what's his name the same player though.
I think they struggle
him
with
and
that.
Wagner.
That's where
They're the
they
same
gotta
player.
make their mind up. Is it Wagner or is it
They're the same
Paolo?
guy. So that's what I mean. So
They find who's number one. So, but they're not.
they neither one. I don't think neither one of them are number one.
See, this is where I think Kenya just has bad opinions sometimes. Paulo is clearly number one. He's 22, 23 years old. Is he underachieving? Yes, but to say he's not a number one is ridiculous at this age. I think it's roster construction again. Him and Wagner, like you just said, they're stepping on each other's toes, so it's messing them kind of their games. But to say he's not a number one, he's clearly a number one. And I get it. This was a bad year. But hopefully they can figure something out next year. Maybe there's a trade. I don't know what happens. But to me, he's clearly a number one on the team.
They're not.
I think they really good. If either one of them had a Tyrese Maxey or somebody else on it,
There you go.
Well, Steph.
There you go.
Or
That's
a young dog at a Ja Morant.
Yeah, for sure.
Give me a Ja Morant with one of them, or
For
Tyrese
sure.
Maxey, or
I'm with that.
Jalen
But
Brunson, or one of them.
If I would draft Pablo if I.
no. I mean, you're gonna
Yeah,
draft
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because his skill set.
Yeah, that's what I said. I would
6'10", do it,
That's
do
what I'm
what he
saying.
do.
But-
But I don't think, like right now,
Pablo
where they are
Banchero.
now, I don't think he's a number. Listen, you can do whatever you want to it,
But-
because you can put him at the 3 to 4. He's a matchup problem.
Sure.
But you need somebody else. And
Did you
him and
think
them
they
dudes do the
was gonna
same
be
thing.
better than
They're the
this?
same
No.
person.
You didn't think that was going to be better than this? Did you think Pablo was going to take that step this year?
I thought so.
That
No,
next
like-
step?
Pablo is insanity. The fact that they don't even stop him no more from saying this shit is hilarious. Because that's just insanity to say. Pablo is killing me right now. And Gil, what the hell do you got on? But yeah, I'm just saying.
I thought he
It was
was.
last year.
The Magic have been hustling backwards though, Swaggy.
But this
So
year, no.
That step was last year.
They finished fifth,
Like,
2024, took the
That
Cavs
step
to
would have been
7.
last year.
If you look at his, so if you look at him from his rookie season, right? He came out like a Tim Duncan came out, right? You're like, okay, we got something here.
What year is this for?
This is fourth, right? You haven't seen the big jump, like that year 3 to 4.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's
So
what I-
when you sit there, it's like, okay, this year you kind of took a step back from last year. What is it, right? Your jumper hasn't gotten better, right? You're still trying to, get to that right. You're gonna drive, you're gonna put the ball on the ground. You're not as fast as we would hope. So you need a guard. You need someone who can really get their own thing. Like Desmond's gonna do his thing, but he's not the guard that's gonna put pressure to relieve you. Like you like Tim. Tim Duncan's gonna be great, but you do need a Ginobili and a Tony Parker. Because if they cheat too much guarding you, they're gonna take advantage of it. So you sit there and you try to overhelp. Tony's coming through with the spin, Ginobili's splitting, right?
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like when I watch Orlando play, it's very stiff. Not a good. To be honest, it's not even a good offense. So I think that's something to do with coaching there. Because you have a shooter there, you have these two guards. Maybe you put Franz, maybe a lot more point guard duties. Maybe he's better facilitator than Paolo. But something has to be done right there. I don't know what you do in that situation. Yeah, but again, it just makes no sense. And yeah, Brunson would help this team. Again, that's a top guard, but you don't always need that. You just need a facilitator there. Like that team is dying for a facilitator, just like Celtics were for a little bit. Like even Derek White helps that team out immensely. Now I'm not saying Jalen Suggs is not good. He just doesn't fit there to me. Like there's other teams I think he would look better on. That's just not the team for me. Now with all that talent around, I just wouldn't put him there.
So it made
That
everyone
pick and roll
still
is
play
crazy.
honest. No one has to play honest on everybody else because if you're the go-to guy, you're very limited at the things you do. Right? So you need someone to really help your game evolve to that next step if you can't do it yourself.
And this NBA is a lot of what, Nick? Pick and rolls.
Pick and
right?
roll, yeah, for sure.
You putting the ball in his hand, trying to create mismatches, and all. There's no mismatch that you're creating with him with the ball in his hand, right? So you run a pick and roll with him and Wendell Carter, him and Vaughn White. We just switching it, right? There's no, you're not creating any mismatches. You're just not. Desmond Bain is he's a spot-up shooter, right? You're putting the ball in his hands to do
pressure
what?
from the star. For
Yeah,
sure.
and that's what he did in Memphis,
Yeah.
right? You had Ja, you had Jaren Jackson, and now you got him, right?
Yeah.
I think the same dynamic is needed. You just replace Jaren Jackson with Paolo. Now you need a guard that can go do his thing with him, right? You put him with a Devin Booker or somebody that can go get one. He's a different player because the ball is in different places now, and now he's not the number one.
If I'm them,
Like them two, like
if I'm them, I'm not.
Did they get a lottery pick?
I can't get rid of my two bigs because
I'm about to say,
I can
you
play.
can't
They
think
can do
about
whatever.
that.
They can play 2, 3, 4. Like
I mean, and we gotta look at this roster real quick. Let's do that. Let's look at their roster. Let's see. 'Cause that's big. That's big. All right, so we're gonna go to roster. Where's it at? So okay, so there's centers. Wendell Carter, that dude, Wagner. Wagner must be hurt. Because he actually can shoot. He definitely stretches the floor for them. But yeah, something about I just don't like their point guards, man. It's something about I just don't like them. I don't think it works at this point, and I don't know. You got to figure something out, man. Because I'm not liking this roster construction with these people around them. And I'm agreeing mostly with this part. I agree. I can't be mad at it. I do agree.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Pablo,
I don't know if Kobe White is a free agent. I'm going after that.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be available, Gil.
Yes.
That's.
Yes.
If I can't get a big, the best guard I can possibly
I've been high on
get
Kobe
for
White.
the
In
best
Chicago.
Minnesota needs to get
is
him.
Kobe White.
Him,
Minnesota
Darius
need to get-
Garland, one of
Darius
them,
Garland.
one of them dudes, man.
Minnesota need to
Like,
go
yo,
get them.
Wait, you said you're not trading none of your bigs? So Paulo and them, you keep.
Paulo Wagner, I'm keeping.
I got to.
I'm keeping because if I can get a guard
really
that can
good.
do his thing,
They're really
I got the
good.
All I
best.
think.
I got the best. I got a
have a lottery
Jalen.
pick?
I got a Jalen Brown. I got an option
all right.
2. I got an option 2 that's going to give me 20 something, and he can move like an option 1.
How
So
about this?
right now, Paulo's option 1 in his game, averaging 26. Hell yeah, I take it every time.
If you had to get,
But I'm not going to get rid of one of them to do what?
If you had to get rid of one of them, who would you get rid of?
France. I'm
Because I feel like they young and they fighting for that number 1. Because some days it look like Wagner the 1A, then
I think I can get something for Wagner. I think I can move and get a
could.
few people.
I agree. You got to get rid of Wagner. You got to keep Paolo. That he just has too much upside. I feel like you haven't put him in the best spots with coaching. So, but I will keep them together. They're still young, man. Like, how old were Tatum and Brown when they won it? 25, 26. So they still got a couple years to really figure that out. I'm not up for breaking teams up this early without really figuring out and really going through it. You made these big trades. So rock with at least a year or two. Like, see what next year brings you, then do something. But don't do anything drastic yet. I think it was wrong sometimes when we're talking about shit like this. It's like, oh, you have to basically give an opinion or a hot take that blow it up before. Like, you're expected to say this instead of being like, no, we don't keep this. Let's figure some shit out. Maybe we do get rid of our point guard and figure that out. And maybe we do bring in our center. We trade for actual dead-eye center. Say, hey, Warriors, do you want Porzingis? Let's see if we can do it. You know what I mean? Maybe bring in some more veteran that way. I think you do need a veteran point guard or a veteran center just to spice it all together. But to break it up, don't do that. And then Paolo, this is on you. I do agree. You need to get in that gym, work on that jump shot, man. That jump shot has regressed every year. I get it. You're a bigger dude, and maybe you've relied on that in your career, but you're at a point where, come on, man. We got to be able to knock that shot down, man. You're a great Duke forward. I do expect a lot from you, and I get it. Historically, Orlando has not been a big place for a lot of superstars to get there. So obviously, you had the Dwight Howard years and you had the Shaq years. But damn, how long ago was that? You know what I mean? So this is your team, man. When people start questioning is your team Franz Wagner's team, it should awaken something inside of you to be like, ooh, let me get my shit. Let me figure something out. Let me get in the gym. I seen that clip of you, and I can't play it here. But you just like had an open shot, you weren't taking it, then you just throw some bullshit up, and it looked like you're just scared to shoot it. Don't go down that Russ Ben Simmons train, man, or at a path, man. It gets nasty down there. Keep believing in your shot. Keep taking it if it's open. But you know, as a coach, point guard, other people on his team, you got to get him easier shots. So if it's him coming off a quick curl for a little mid-range jumper, or for a dunk, or even some quick isolations where he can get it, make a quick move, do that. But it has to be more schemed up for that. And yeah, man, just focus on that part, man. Because if you got him rolling, him and Wagner rolling, then from there you can figure everything else out.
Pieces.
for sure you can get.
If I'm picking, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm keeping Paolo.
Yeah, Franz hurt this year.
Yeah,
Do they have a lottery pick?
There's some janky shit. I'm looking right now. I think they own their pick, but it's
Yeah.
some
Yeah, like
issue with
they
the
both
Wizards.
24. This is just Boston all over.
No, don't do that.
That's
Everybody's
what I'm
not.
saying.
Don't.
No, they are though.
No, what I mean by it, I have two
Same position.
I have two positions
Right.
that can play
Okay.
alter each other. They play well
That's
together.
that part of it.
Yep.
They're both about 23 to 24. I'm not trading them.
But are they gonna? But
I'm not.
okay. But the thing is, who's number one? Are they gonna get?
I know
they don't.
both you.
Neither
Hey,
one of them.
both y'all ain't number one.
Neither one of of miss.
But that's why I feel like
I'm gonna go foul.
Is that why it's a problem?
Yes.
that's why I feel like
Okay, so how do we fix the problem
We
if
didn't let
they
somebody
both
else-
going to
we
be?
didn't- we need another
Meaning,
guy.
I don't need a number one.
We need a guy.
I need a guy at the end of the game.
Yeah, we need a guy.
Okay,
Like people didn't realize.
but you don't think they want to be the guy at the end?
Cool.
I feel
No,
like
I-
Paolo want to be
What
that
you
guy.
want to be
know
is
what you
one.
wanna be.
What you want to be is one thing, and what's best for us is something totally different, right?
But
Trust me, hey, something totally different. What we're trying to do around here.
Orlando coming
Kevin
in
Garnett.
this season, they was top 5.
Right? Kevin Garnett, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
People didn't realize at the end of the game, he was a great passer, right? He passed the ball. He was too unselfish.
And like for me personally, I'm just gonna add to this. This number one talk, it gets annoying. Sometimes you guys can both be killers, but to be like, oh, he's the real number one, he's not the number one, that's bullshit, bro. You both can be killers, man. There's teams where if you look at the Celtics, man, before Tatum got hurt, not even last year, him and Jaylen Brown were both killers. One won Finals MVP. Everybody say Jason Tatum was better. Who's the real number one? KD, Steph. There's been so many instances of this. Don't try to. I hate when like. That's another thing I really dislike is just when people like try to break up teams too early because of this person's better, this person's better, this person's that, and you break the team up doing dumb shit like that, trying to create narratives on the team that don't need to create narratives for. They're trying to figure some shit out. They're still fucking young. Like. Look at it again. Like, how old are some of these people? We gotta look this up. Banchero he's 23. How old is fucking Franz? Where you at? What? You're 25. Yeah. So you're born. Yeah, you're 24. Jesus fuck, dude. Like, get these niggas, these motherfuckers. Jordan win his first one at 20. All these people, man, give them some time. I get people, they regress, but they're so fucking young. They still have so much basketball. Don't try to break it up too early when you struck gold on two like forwards. You know how hard that is for any team? That's very hard for any team, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. Like to strike gold like this with the shooting guard for the future that you got locked up for 4 years, that is your core. Now, your point guard, I like Suggs. Maybe that's not him. You get him away. Maybe you get somebody that does less. Maybe you get a Drew Holiday in there. That's a better veteran. Hey, Portland, Suggs, we're going to send you there. Drew Holiday, what can you do? For the centers, who knows? But, like, come on, man. We got to stop this. We have to.
When it mattered, what made him great and when he moved forward is bringing an old-ass Sam Cassell, who takes shots at the end of the game. So old Sam Cassell gets to average 20 being with him.
Kids need to look.
Gets to take all the shots at the end of the game, which then relieved KG. Because KG, you're going to double at the end of the game, and he's going to make that pass. Now you can't double because Sam Cassell is going to hit those shots, and he's going to take those shots. Right. So if you look at Sam Cassell, his only all-star, averaging 20 is with KG because Sam Cassell got to be the number one option at the end of the game. And then that's when it took that leap.
Okay.
Same thing that needs to happen here. You don't necessarily need a number one guy. You just need a guy who moves like a number one in these last few minutes.
Yeah, and
That's a Kobe White.
Kobe White.
That's a Garland.
Yeah, that's them,
right?
Right.
Okay.
San Francisco second team All-NBA.
I mean, second team All-NBA.
RD.
Shit, you can
Are they looking for a new coach?
So get me a motherfucking Derek White. Hey, you can go get me a Derek White. He'll run the show. That's all I'm saying. Somebody like
got
that.
2.0
that's all.
Derek White.
James Suggs, give me.
They-
no,
He
give me.
look just
They looking
like
for a
me
new
there with that ball.
Are they looking for a new?
I'm telling you, man, defensive point guard. Don't go get the Kobe White. Why would you need another scorer in there? You don't need that. Now you got 3 legitimate people that can get you a shot at the end. You need somebody who can run in it. So Derek White, Drew Holiday, that's who you get. I totally disagree. Go get Kobe. Don't do that. Don't do that. Maybe Houston can go get him. Like that's who Houston is missing. Who the Hornets love. That does not fit this team. You don't want that. Go get you somebody. Go get you a veteran that can be a good defender for that team because they do lack in defense also. And that can just put players in the right positions. They know when to take a shot. They're not going to step on anybody's toes for shots. And they're going to get easy shots for everybody else, man. We got to, come on now. Like, we got to start playing good basketball here, smart basketball. We don't need scores. Just because you can score don't mean you're better. Look at the value.
Coach?
Oh,
Orlando.
So there's some reports of turmoil with the Magic and a star player. So I mean, if you look at that roster,
there's only one.
there's not very many of those there. But
Who? Orlando.
with Jamal Mosley, that's just reports.
You know what?
And according to reports, no matter what happens,
He's fired.
Jamal Mosley is going to be out the door. I cannot confirm nor deny that as a report.
So that could, I mean, that
But
could
again, it's not him. I mean, unless those players don't want him, it's not him. You gotta, as a general manager, you gotta know what you have, so you know what to go get.
Shout out.
Right? There's only a few real basketball minds that know what they're picking. They know what they're looking at.
You know
Right?
What
Yeah.
You know what he's doing.
Tape.
Yeah, shout out John Hammond. I'm sure we'll get it
I
right.
think you could trade Wagner and get like.
They got some good young pieces though. They got Suggs, Anthony Black. I mean, they've got some guys that.
Would you be able to trade like Wagner and Derek White 2.0 and probably somebody else for John Morant? Like you couldn't do that?
That might have been the worst fucking idea I've ever heard in my life. Why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? That is dumb as hell. Really shrink the floor up, huh? Now we're really just gonna shrink the floor up. Why would you? That was one of the worst. See, people gotta stop going off names. You have to start going off playing ability and chemistry and fits. Like putting John Morant with Paolo and that team is so dumb. It's stupid. That's not who you want. You need somebody to stretch the floor. I said Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday shoots the ball. Drew Holiday actually shoots the ball. Derek White shoots the ball. You do not need a goddamn John Morant who struggles shooting historically this year, who's not finishing as well. And you're going to bring that there? You're going to cause hell, bro. Come on now. And now hopefully, with Gil's face he has right now, hopefully he understands that too. Matter of fact, that's a clippable moment, man. We got to clip that one. Where am I clipping that? Where am I clipping that? Because we got to clip that one. Because that was so dumb. Look at that, both of their faces. He thought that was a good idea too. Come on, man. Let's jump back into it.
I could,
Do you want to do that?
or I can see what Kobe White is in the free agency market, and I can just sign him as a free agent and keep my 4 and 5 because they're only 23 and 24. So I can see what they're gonna look like at 27.
Right now, the way
I'm
I'm all in on.
He will be.
White.
Listen, he will be.
in.
He will be like. They will be like, yo. Is he an all-star? That's that move. Like he's no different than Powell going to Miami, right? Where you're like, yo, he could be an all-star right here because he's gonna have everything he needs, and then he gets the floors. Like we can see your tendencies at.
Absolutely not. I think that's a terrible idea. You're gonna bring in a scorer with 3 scores or trouble fitting together to score. It's completely dumb. I like y'all, but come on, man, that's totally ridiculous. Yeah, I think that's just ridiculously. We got to stop at a certain point. We got to stop ourselves. One thing I want to say is Doc Rivers also. Shout out to you, man. You finally retired, so shout out to you also. I want to just, people talk shit about your career and legacy, man, but for me personally, man, you really did it. You did this for 28 years. Nobody could ever take that away from you. It's hard to be a coach. It's hard to be great in this league for that long. It's only been a couple. So shout out to you, man. But let me know what you think. Is Paolo done? Are the Magic done? Is this what they're building? Should they blow it up and restart? Should they come add a scoring point guard? Should they add a defensive point guard, a distributor? Let me know. Argue with me in the comments, man. I've been ready to argue with somebody, man, but still trying to grow this community, man. So hopefully I got another video coming after this, but I'm going to build this one and probably release the other one tomorrow. But be on the lookout for our podcast with me and Ant from the 9 live in studio. That I'm dropping that one, I think, tomorrow or Sunday. I'll let you guys know. But this is Cash Club Live. Actually, it's Cash Club Reacts. I had to switch it up for y'all. And we're out. Peace.